Hello everyone and welcome to the second part of Glimpses of Past. Till now, we have read the starting from 1757 till 1835. There had been many occasions where the British tried to subdue the Indian princes. There was Tipu Sultan who fought against the British, but he died. The Indian princes were short-sighted and they were subdued very easily. Then there came a difference of opinion among Indians. Some thought that British were helping them, while others thought that the British were enslaving them. The religious preachers started to preach the custom like untouchability, child marriage. Then came Raja Ram Mohan Rai from Bengal, who wanted to stop this, who told everyone that every religion are same. He even started newspaper, but it was stopped by British. The artisans, the farmers, the entire Indian community was heavily taxed, while other time British were become reaching. This is the story that we have known from the first part of the chapter. From here we start next part of the glimpse of the past. And the sixth part is dissatisfaction 1835 to 1856. Education in India was in Persian and Sanskrit. In 1835, an Englishman named Macaulay suggested a change. We should teach the native through the English language. I agree. By 1856, the British had conquered the whole of India. Children, you can see that the yellow part is under of Indian princes and the pink part was overruled by British in that time. English education produced clerk to whom the British gave petty jobs under them. Incidentally, it also produced a new generation of intellectual. We must educate our brothers and try to improve their material conditions. For that, we must convey our grievance to the British Parliament. They cared little about the needs of Indians. Our kings have become puppets and we have lost our old jobs and lands. They were converting our brother. You only talk, do something to drive them out. And dear children, in that time, for 1835 to 56, Lord Macaulay suggested that the medium of education in India should be English. The proposal was carried. The aim was to produce an army of clerks to assist the British. It happened, but it also produced a new generation of intellectuals. Some of them tried to educate the masses. Some decided to convey the grievance of the people to the British Parliament. By 1856, the British were ruling the whole of India. Now, they cared little about Indians' needs. The dissatisfaction in the public began to grow. People wanted to get rid of the British. And the seventh part, the Sparks 1855 to 1857. Taxes continued to ruin the peasants in Bengal. The Santals, who had lost their lands under new land rules, became desperate. In 1855, they rose in rebellion and massacred Europeans and their supporters alike. Discontent was brewing in the East India Company army too. The white soldier gets huge pay, mentioned to live in servants, while we get a Patents and slow promotions. The Angrez ask us to cross the sea, which is against our religion, who is the Topiwala, to abolish our old age old custom. We must drive out the Angrez. Sipai Mangal Pandey attacked the adjutant of his regiment and was executed. Thousands of other sepoys revolted. They were stripped of their uniforms, humiliated, and put in irons. Few Englishmen had cared to understand Indian custom or the people's mind. Oh, proud Brahmin soldier, do you know that the grease on the bullet you have to bite is made from the fat of cow and pigs? What? The white man has deceived us too. Soon, chapatis were sent from village to village to tell the people that their emperor would want their service. Similarly, lotus flowers circulated among Indian soldiers, that to the foreigners. The masses gave all help and shelter to the patriots. The spark 1855 to 1857 under the new rules Santhal had become desperate. In 1855 they rose in rebellion and killed the Europeans and their servants alike. The discontent was brewing in the East India Company army too. Sepoy Mangal Pandey attacked the adjutant of his regiment and he was executed. The English did not care about Indian customs. Chapatis were sent from village to village. With them was the message that their native emperor would want their services. Similarly, a lotus flower was circulated among Indian soldiers. The message also gave all help and support. Ninth part, the fight for freedom, 1857. Many former rulers like Begum Hazrat Mahal of Lucknow were bitter. The white man has taken away my kingdom. Popular leaders like Maulvi Ahmadullah of Faizabad told the people, "Rise, brother, rise, the Angrez is ruining our land." The people rose everywhere in Bareilly, Kanpur, and Allahabad. Azimullah Khan told Tatya Tope, "We should have Peshwa Nana Sahib as our leader in this war of independence." The patriots pounced upon the British and fought battles all over North India. 8-year-old Kunwar Singh of Bihar received a bullet in his wrist. Mother Ganga, this is my last offering to you. The fight for freedom, 1857, is many rulers like Hazrat Mahal of Lucknow were bitter. The English had taken away their kingdom. Popular leaders like Maulvi Ahmadullah of Hyderabad urged the common man to revolt. Azimullah Khan told Tatya Tope to make Nana Sahib the leader of that war of independence. All over North India, the people fought pitched battle against the British. 80-year-old Kunwar Singh of Bihar received a bullet in his wrist. He just cut it off, throwing it into the Ganga. He said that it was his last offering.